They were the detectives we grew up watching, sharp, stylish, and always one step ahead. But where are the stars behind these iconic roles today? Sit back, relax, and join us as we revisit the greatest TV detectives of the 70s and 80s, then and now. Stick around and see how many of your favorites made the list. Kojak, played by Telly Savalas. Kojak became a television icon as the tough and charismatic detective debuting in 1973. His no-nonsense attitude, sharp instincts, and signature lollipop made him one of the most memorable TV detectives of all time. Savalas passed away in 1994 at the age of 72. Dan Tana, played by Robert Urich. Dan Tana was the suave private investigator at the heart of Vegas, which ran from 1978 to 1981. With his signature red Thunderbird and a knack for solving high-stakes cases, Tana brought a stylish flair to crime-solving in Sin City. Urich had a prolific television career, appearing in numerous action and detective series throughout the years. He passed away in 2002 at the age of 55. Commissioner Stuart McMillan. Rock Hudson brought charm and charisma to McMillan and wife, playing San Francisco's police commissioner from 1971 to 1977. The role was a departure from his earlier romantic film career, proving his versatility as an actor. Hudson's groundbreaking career made him one of Hollywood's most recognizable leading men. He passed away in 1985 at the age of 59. Sally McMillan. Susan St. James played Sally McMillan, the witty and charming wife of San Francisco's police commissioner and McMillan and wife. She brought humor and warmth to the crime-solving duo, making the show a standout in the detective genre. In 2025, she is 79 years old. Sabrina Duncan. Played by Kate Jackson, Sabrina Duncan was the smart and resourceful leader of Charlie's Angels, which premiered in 1976. With her sharp instincts and level-headed approach, she set the tone for the trio's crime-fighting adventures. Jackson left the show in 1979, but continued a successful career in television. In 2025, she is 76 years old. Jill Monroe. Farrah Fawcett became a pop culture sensation as Jill Monroe, one of the original Charlie's Angels when the show debuted in 1976. Her striking looks, charisma, and action-packed role helped make the series a massive hit. Though she left after the first season, her impact on the show remained legendary. Fawcett passed away in 2009 at the age of 62. Kelly Garrett. Jacqueline Smith played Kelly Garrett, the only angel to remain on the show for its entire run. Known for her intelligence and charm, Kelly was the heart of the team, and her role cemented her as one of the most recognizable TV stars of the era. In 2025, Smith is 79 years old. Chris Monroe. Cheryl Ladd joined Charlie's Angels in 1977, stepping in as Jill Monroe's younger sister, Chris. She quickly won over fans with her charm, wit, and fearless crime-fighting skills. Ladd's seamless transition into the cast helped keep the show's momentum going. In 2025, she is 73 years old. Columbo. Played by Peter Falk, Columbo captivated audiences as the seemingly absent-minded yet brilliant detective, first appearing in 1971. With his trench coat, cigar, and famous "Just One More Thing," he became a television legend. Falk passed away in 2011 at the age of 83. Rick Simon. Gerald McRaney brought a rugged charm to the role of Rick Simon in Simon & Simon, which ran from 1981 to 1989. As the tough, street-smart half of the detective duo, he often clashed with his more refined brother, creating a dynamic that made the show a fan favorite. McRaney went on to have a long and successful career in television. In 2025, he is 77 years old. Jameson Parker took on the role of A.J. Simon in Simon and Simon, playing the polished, by-the-book detective opposite Gerald McRaney's more rough-and-tumble Rick. The show, which aired from 1981 to 1989, thrived on the chemistry between the two brothers as they tackled cases in their own unique ways. In 2025, he is 77 years old. Jim Rockford, played by James Garner. Jim Rockford brought charm and wit to television as a private investigator in The Rockford Files, which premiered in 1974. His easygoing yet street-smart approach to detective work made the show a standout. Garner passed away in 2014 at the age of 86. Harry Orwell, played by David Jansen. Harry Orwell was a former cop-turned-private investigator in Harry O., which ran from 1974 to 1976. Known for his quiet intensity, Jansen had previously gained fame in The Fugitive before taking on this detective role. He passed away in 1980 at the age of 48. Mike Hammer. Stacy Keach brought the gritty, no-nonsense private eye Mike Hammer to life in Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer, which ran from 1984 to 1987. Known for his tough guy attitude and relentless pursuit of justice, Hammer was a throwback to the classic noir detectives of the past. In 2025, Keach is 83 years old. Nancy Drew. Pamela Sue Martin brought the iconic teen detective Nancy Drew to life in the Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries, which aired from 1977 to 1979. With her sharp intellect and fearless attitude, she captivated audiences as she solved mysteries alongside the Hardy Boys. In 2025, Martin is 72 years old. Christine Cagney. Sharon Gless became a household name as Christine Cagney in Cagney and Lacey, which aired from 1982 to 1988. As the ambitious and outspoken half of the detective duo, she helped redefine the role of women in police dramas. In 2025, Gless is 82 years old. Mary Beth Lacey. As Christine Cagney's trusted partner, Mary Beth Lacey brought a steady, no-nonsense approach to their investigations. Played by Tyne Daly, she was a dedicated detective who skillfully balanced her career with family life, making her a relatable and beloved character. In 2025, Daly is 79 years old. Barnaby Jones. Buddy Ebsen took on the role of Barnaby Jones in 1973, playing a seasoned private investigator who returned to the job after his son was murdered. His calm demeanor and sharp detective skills made the show a long-running favorite. Before this, Ebsen was already a household name for his role as Jed Clampett on the Beverly Hillbillies. He passed away in 2003 at the age of 95. Ferretta. Robert Blake became known for his tough yet streetwise portrayal of undercover cop Tony Beretta, a role he began in 1975. His character's catchphrases and pet cockatoo made the show stand out among police dramas of the time. Blake had a long career in Hollywood, starting as a child actor in the R-Gang comedies. He passed away in 2023 at the age of 89. Quincy M.E. Jack Klugman starred as Dr. Quincy, a passionate medical examiner who often found himself solving crimes others overlooked. The series, which debuted in 1976, was groundbreaking for its focus on forensic science and criminal investigations. Klugman had already gained fame as Oscar Madison in The Odd Couple, before taking on this more dramatic role. Passed away in 2012 at the age of 90. The Streets of San Francisco. Carl Malden played Lieutenant Mike Stone, a veteran detective mentoring a younger officer in The Streets of San Francisco, which premiered in 1972. His strong moral compass and gritty determination made him a commanding presence on the show. Malden's distinguished career spanned decades, earning him an Academy Award long before his television success. He passed away in 2009 at the age of 97. Inspector Steve Keller. Michael Douglas starred as Inspector Steve Keller in The Streets of San Francisco, playing a young, ambitious detective alongside Carl Malden's veteran officer. The show was a major stepping stone in Douglas's career before he transitioned into film stardom. In 2025, he is 80 years old. Rick Hunter. Fred Dryer brought grit and intensity to the role of Rick Hunter, a tough-as-nails detective with a strong sense of justice. Hunter premiered in 1984 and became a hit thanks to its action-packed cases and the chemistry between Hunter and his partner, D.D. McCall. In 2025, Dryer is 79 years old. William Conrad took on the role of Frank Cannon, a no-nonsense private investigator with a sharp mind and a love for fine dining. Cannon premiered in 1971 and stood out for its gripping storytelling and unique lead character. Before his television success, Conrad was known for his deep, commanding voice in radio and narration. He passed away in 1994 at the age of 73. Jessica Fletcher. Angela Lansbury charmed audiences as Jessica Fletcher, a sharp-witted mystery writer who had a knack for solving real-life crimes in Murder, She Wrote. The show, which debuted in 1984, became one of the longest-running detective series, thanks to Lansbury's brilliant performance. She passed away in 2022 at the age of 96. Jonathan Hart. Robert Wagner starred as Jonathan Hart, a self-made millionaire with a taste for adventure in Heart to Heart. Premiering in 1979, the show followed Jonathan and his wife Jennifer as they solved crimes with style and charm. Wagner's chemistry with Stephanie Powers made the series a fan favorite. In 2025, he is 95 years old. Jennifer Hart. Stephanie Powers played Jennifer Hart, Jonathan's quick-witted and equally adventurous wife, making the duo one of television's most glamorous crime-solving couples. Her effortless charisma and on-screen chemistry with Wagner kept fans engaged throughout the series. In 2025, she is 82 years old. Sam McCloud. Dennis Weaver brought a unique twist to the detective genre as Sam McCloud, a cowboy-turned-New York detective in McCloud. Premiering in 1970, the show stood out for blending Western and crime drama elements, with McCloud solving big city cases in his signature cowboy hat and boots. Weaver passed away in 2006 at the age of 81. Steve McGarrett. Jack Lord commanded the screen as Steve McGarrett, the fearless leader of Hawaii Five-0. From 1968 to 1980, McGarrett took down criminals with his sharp instincts and no-nonsense attitude, making the show one of the longest-running police dramas of its time. Lord passed away in 1998 at the age of 77. Thomas Magnum. Tom Selleck became a household name as Thomas Magnum, the laid-back yet sharp private investigator in Magnum, P.I. Debuting in 1980, the show blended action, mystery, and humor, with Magnum solving cases in paradise while sporting his signature Hawaiian shirts and mustache. In 2025, Selleck is 80 years old. Sonny Crockett. Don Johnson defined 1980s cool as Sonny Crockett in Miami Vice, bringing a mix of swagger and intensity to the role. From 1984 to 1989, he fought crime in pastel suits, fast cars, and a sleek Miami backdrop, making the show a cultural phenomenon. In 2025, Johnson is 75 years old. Ricardo Tubbs. At Crockett's side was Ricardo Tubbs, played by Philip Michael Thomas, whose smooth and street-savvy style perfectly balanced his partner's reckless energy. Together, they formed one of television's most iconic detective duos, blending action with high fashion and an unforgettable soundtrack. In 2025, Thomas is 76 years old. Matt Houston. Lee Horsley took on the role of Matt Houston, a wealthy Texas oil man who moonlighted as a private investigator in Los Angeles. Matt Houston, which aired from 1982 to 1985, mixed charm, action, and classic detective work, making Horsley a fan favorite. In 2025, he is 70 years old. David Addison. Bruce Willis skyrocketed to fame as the wisecracking David Addison in Moonlighting, a detective series that blended mystery, comedy, and romance. Premiering in 1985, the show's sharp dialogue and playful banter between Addison and his partner, Matty Hayes, set it apart from traditional crime dramas. In 2025, Willis is 70 years old. Matty Hayes. Sybil Shepherd played Matty Hayes, a former model-turned-reluctant detective who found herself entangled in cases and constant arguments with David Addison. Their undeniable chemistry and rapid-fire exchanges made Moonlighting a television classic. In 2025, Shepherd is 75 years old. Mark McCormick. Daniel Hugh Kelly played Mark McCormick, an ex-convict-turned-private investigator in Hardcastle and McCormick. Paired with a retired judge, McCormick used his street smarts and driving skills to bring criminals to justice. The show, which premiered in 1983, became a hit thanks to its action-packed cases and dynamic partnership. In 2025, Kelly is 76 years old. Judge Milton Hardcastle. Partnering with Mark McCormick was Judge Milton Hardcastle, a retired judge determined to bring criminals to justice in Hardcastle and McCormick. Played by Brian Keith, Hardcastle used his years on the bench to guide McCormick's more unconventional tactics, creating a compelling mix of law and action. Keith passed away in 1997 at the age of 75. Inspector Louis Erskine. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. portrayed Inspector Louis Erskine, a dedicated FBI agent in the FBI, which ran from 1965 to 1974. His portrayal of the no-nonsense yet principled investigator helped shape the public image of federal agents on television. Zimbalist passed away in 2014 at the age of 95. Pepper Anderson. Angie Dickinson took on the groundbreaking role of Sergeant Suzanne Pepper Anderson in Policewoman, which aired from 1974 to 1978. As an undercover cop, she paved the way for strong female leads in crime dramas, blending toughness with charisma. In 2025, Dickinson is 93 years old. Did your favorite make the list? Let us know in the comments and be sure to like and subscribe for more celebrity content. Thanks for watching.